time to admit defeat and realize that what I did worked for a little bit, but was probably wrong altogether. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. How we doing, pigs? You guys want to eat something? All right, let's get you some food. While they're eating, let me show you what I mean, because it looks like I got some work to do today. As you can see, our pig hut that we have for them is breaking. Chelsea noticed yesterday that it was looking a little weaker, but today it's kind of completely coming up, so we need to make them a new hut. It's funny because when I made this, I was like, oh, you know what? They're not gonna be this big. I think this will work perfect. Just like pigs do, they're getting bigger, bigger, and bigger. I could just screw this back on, but obviously this is not working for them. I don't think it fell off because of the screws. I think it fell off just because they are getting bigger. So we gotta make a new pig hut for them today. And we'll repurpose this and use this for a later project for something else. All right, guys, we're gonna make you a new house. I promise your new house is gonna have more room. Unfortunately, that means we need to take another trip to the hardware store. All right, so I went to the hardware store. We do have quite a bit of pieces of wood, but I wanted to get some nice treated wood since this is gonna be in a lot of like really muddy spots for the pigs. Luckily, when we first brought home these pigs, we bought hog panels and we haven't really needed them since we use our electric poly wire for the pigs for their fencing. So we have quite a bit of these. And what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna make a little dome out of it, put a tarp over it. It won't look as nice as the siding did for that one, but this should allow them to have a little wider space. And it doesn't have to be really tall because the pigs aren't gonna get much taller, but they're definitely getting wider. So this is what I'm gonna make it out of here real quick. I think it'll end up being lighter than the other one. Well, let's see how this goes.
Sometimes we act like a fool, not aware we're troublemakers. Sometimes we try to be cool, not being givers, only takers. Stop for a minute, stop and breathe for a minute. Don't get over your head, try to listen instead, won't you?
No, it's not gonna look as good as what the other one looked like, at least not to us, but this is going to fit them a lot better. I know right now on video it might look like it's pretty short, but pigs are not tall animals by any means. It's wider for them, so they have room now to spin around and be around in there. We have braces in there, they have a cover, so this will help them during the summer and winter. I wouldn't have made such a big deal about this, but it is supposed to snow tomorrow, so it will be nice for them to have a spot just to get away from the snow if they want to. This is something that you can whip up here in one day if needed. And like I said, today was a day that we needed to do it. I'm excited to see how they do. We don't have a lot of room to squeeze in our back to get it. So it should be a little interesting how me and Chelsea are gonna fit it back there. But that might be for your guys' amusement. We're gonna get it back there for them and let's see if they like it. All right, the pigs are homeless. Time to help out the homeless and bring them a brand new home. All right, ignoring the look, what do you think about the size? Do you think
the size is good. Yeah, the other one's a lot prettier.
I know the other one. I said the other one looked better, but this one will hold them better. And I think it's lighter. But we'll find that out.
And sometimes we laugh when we're afraid.
It's more stable. The other one was
Sometimes we smile when we're mad. And some lines we wished we'd never said. Stop for a minute.
The pigs are investigating and sniffing it out just like a dog would right now. But we need to get something in there. Unfortunately, we don't have any straw right now, which we always usually have a little bit of straw. So we're gonna have to use the rest of our hay that we have here so they have something in there tonight. Hopefully they'll settle in it okay and not be looking for their old hut later on. The bad things about taking care of animals sometimes is that they can change your plans real quick. We definitely didn't have any plans in the near future to build a new pig hut, but that's what today consisted of. And it's unfortunate sometimes that you kind of lose some time for what you needed to get done for a day, but when you take on the responsibility for other living things, some stuff just comes up. And the pigs should be better off. I'm thinking that hut will now last them for the rest of the time. Here's one of those times that I have to admit I was wrong. The first time I posted this video about building this hut, someone commented in the comments saying that this was not gonna fit them. They're gonna get bigger. There's no way they're gonna be able to spin around in there, turn around, that it's gonna break, they're not gonna last. And I remember reading that comment and being like, they don't really know. They can't really see the size of it. It's gonna work, it's fine. They fit in there. Well, they were little piglets. Obviously they fit in there at that time. They've grown bigger, and now I have to admit, you were right, I was wrong. If you're watching this, I'm sorry, because I didn't really like that comment when I read it at first, but you gotta admit when you're wrong, and I was definitely wrong. All right, chickens, don't go breaking anything, okay? I don't want to fix anything more today or this week. The good thing with chickens is that it's really hard for them to break things. They don't really weigh that much, but 100, 120 pound pigs, oh yeah, they're pretty strong. They can break things. And I learned that the hard way today. As I was saying, there is a lot of stuff that you would like to do. Man, we have a lot going on right now. Spring is coming, and for anyone who's into self-sustainability or homesteading, spring is the big time of year. That is when you finally have been waiting to start doing things. I mean, right now we have 18 eggs in an incubator getting ready to hatch. We're about 15 days away from them. Chelsea last night started our first thing of seeds. It's a lot of flowers, I think a few pepper plants, and we have those on a heating mat, getting those ready. So there is a lot that we want to get done, so we don't have time for things to break. So that is a self-reminder for me and for anyone else to do things right the first time and take criticism, because that person posted that and I ignored it. And I should have listened, because if I would have listened, I would have built a different one or made it bigger the first time around. And I wouldn't have had to take a day to go out to a store, buy some stuff, move it, build a new one, and everything like that. Get things done right the first time if you can, and I know that's a hard ask. We all would love to get it right the first time, wouldn't we? Have a great day and a better tomorrow, and let's get ready for spring.